Hello, YouTube family. I missed y'all. I know. I thought I was coming on last night too, but between daylight saving time and a really busy weekend, I was tired. So I had to listen to my first voice and said, I'll be back on Monday with all the scoop. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. We're going to need a hug because with this scoop and all of this family drama everywhere, come on, come on. I missed you guys. I have to tell you that I miss you after a few days. And I woke up this morning like, oh, can't wait to tell them everything. But unfortunately, we are starting off with a lot of sad news. We remember Harry Elston. Harry Elston was one of the founding members of the Friends of Distinction. They had Graze in the Grass, Love Me or Let Me Be Lonely, Going in Circles. They had all these hits, and Harry Elston was the lead singer. Passed over the weekend at the age of 86. Angie Stone's funeral is happening this Friday and Saturday. The first one in Atlanta, Georgia, the other in her home of South Carolina. A who's who of people are going to be there, from Tyler Perry to Kirk Franklin, Tamela Mann, so many people in the entertainment world coming to give Angie Stone her flowers. I don't know if he is, but I would not be surprised if Tyler Perry was picking up the cost of these services, because that's just the kind of man that he is. But there's a whole lot of drama. Years ago, Angie Stone got into a very unfortunate fight with her daughter. She had to knock all her teeth out. She knocked them all out because this girl still don't have the teeth. Theirs was a rocky relationship, and I look at it like this. Don't be making your parents mad that they got to go all up in your mouth. It was an up and down tragic relationship. Her son is by D'Angelo, and Angie was taking care of everybody, the grandkids, them. She really worked herself and taken any gig she could get. Angie Stone's daughter took to Instagram to ask for money for her, I guess her charity, or the family needs money, on her Cash App. She was giving out the address. Angie's daughter still doesn't have teeth in her mouth, and oftentimes she was talking like this. Other times, those words were slurring because you don't have any teeth. I'm sure it's going to cost something to get the teeth, because the longer you go without teeth in your mouth, there's nothing holding those gums together. So that becomes a problem if you say, well, I need teeth. She went from cussing people out to asking for money. Now, you know there's cursing and then there's cussing. She was cussing people out. Them MFs and everything was flying all over the place. If you're asking for money, because if you know, people in the comments can be cruel, and they were. You can't cuss them out and ask for money in the same breath. It just does not work like that. And that's what was happening. Like I said, the funeral is Friday, Atlanta, Saturday, Columbia, South Carolina. This family is going to need money, but I don't, how to put it. The family's going to need money, but at some point the family got to get it together so they can move on and take care of themselves. It's not always going to be somebody giving you, but it's a sad situation because they don't have any money. Remembering Dwayne Wiggins. One of the members of Tony, founding members, passed away on Friday, the age of 64, from bladder cancer. We had come on, asking for prayers. He was in hospice, and now Dwayne Wiggins has died. One of the founding members, he sang lead on Slow Wine, The Blues, and of course, Whatever You Want. A lot of the tributes over the weekend were not good. And when I say that, I mean they would show pictures of Raphael and not Dwayne. And I'm like, y'all don't even know who Dwayne is because y'all featuring all the things of Raphael. They were brothers, but they had different mothers. They had same father, different mothers. In the beginning, Dwayne sang the lead on the Tony songs. And then a record exec was like, no, Raphael should be singing lead. And that's where he comes in with his songs. And that decision helped to break the group, even though a couple of years ago, a few months ago, they went on a tour, but it was Raphael Sadiq and Tony. But Dwayne was a mentor to so many people in the music industry. Beyonce and Destiny's Child. They flew those girls from Houston to Oakland to get it together. He mentored the singer Her, India Irie, just to name a few. So he was always this force in the music business, not just for his work or known for just his work with Tony, but our prayers go out to his family and his children and Dwayne, just his songs, Tony, very memorable. The Iceman, Jerry Butler, he passed away a couple of weeks ago, and the family is fighting over the body. Apparently, Jerry Butler had been in the care of a caretaker, and the sons had not checked up on him. They said in 8 months. 8 months before he died, they had not heard from the sons. You cannot leave your loved ones or parents in the form of a caretaker and just want to show up when they die. You can't, because this caretaker, somehow she in a will, and she won't give them the body. There's 2 funerals taking place. She's doing a funeral. She got a body. The sons are having a funeral. They don't have a body. How, Sway? How? Because the woman that's the caretaker, she got it. And she said that I'm in the will. I've got the money. And she got the body. It's crazy. It's crazy. The sons, y'all should have been checking on your dad. No one should take control of your loved ones. I'm telling you. I don't care if you're like, well, I'm busy. I don't want to. No one should have the authority to take over for your loved ones. They've gone on the news saying she won't give up the body. Well, it's a whole mess because she'd been taking care of Mr. Butler. But what a way for him to go. Gene Hackman and his wife. When they announced their deaths, when they were dead with the dog, I said, something ain't right. Apparently, the 65-year-old wife, because Gene Hackman was 96, she died before Gene Hackman. She was dead a whole week before he died. Apparently, they said she may have been cleaning out a garage. Got to be real careful with rat feces and urine, because if it gets into your body, it could kill you, and that is what happened to her. Gene Hackman had Alzheimer's, so he was just walking around hungry because he probably didn't know to eat or where to eat because she did everything and she took care of him. What a way to die. And then they had been there for a minute. So he was alive. The dog was in a kennel. He couldn't get out the kennel. Gene Hackman with the Alzheimer's, he didn't know to open the kennel. It was a mess. But another example, y'all got to check on your parents. If you go a few days, even if you want to just say, hey, what's up? You got to check in. Check in what's going on, how you feeling, what's going on, even if you live in another state. But to go that long, nothing goes off to say, you know what, I haven't talked to so-and-so in a minute. Let me call. Let me do a wellness check. But you must keep in touch with your parents. Wendy Williams is back in the hospital. She was crying. She was screaming. She was at that living facility to get out. And now they're doing a one of those mentally competent tests to see, is she mentally competent to be on her own? She's supposed to be on The View on Friday, so who knows if this is going to happen. But right now, Wendy is in the hospital. The man who was convicted of killing Jam Master Jay of Run DMC, he was murdered in 2002. He got arrested and convicted last year. They found him stabbed 17 times in jail. Apparently some gang fight or something broke out. Sterling K. Brown, great actor, Black Panther, This Is Us. He's in that new Hulu series Paradise, which has been renewed for a second season. He's going to be the voice of a new documentary about Black NFL coaches, Better Than They Found It. Tony Dungy, Herm Edwards, Art Shell, just some of the great Black NFL coaches, but he's going to be voicing the documentary. The Michael Jackson estate, the Wade Robson and the other guy, they were suing the estate forever, claiming they were abused by Michael Jackson. That case has been thrown out. I don't know if it's because they waited too long to file it. Was it just a money grab? Very, very strange. But the judge has thrown out that case. Singer Jeffrey Osborne, we still don't know how his wife died. Jeffrey Osborne turned 77 yesterday, and his wife, Sherry, passed away at their home at the age of 69. We continue to keep Jeffrey Osborne and his family in prayer. They're saying that Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tickets are not selling. First off, the economy is bad. We're probably racing towards a recession, unfortunately. People are losing their jobs. They voted for a man. Next thing they know, they're out of a job. When the economy is shaky and consumer confidence is low, all the extras in one's lives go out the window. They're not thinking about buying concert tickets. And I think that's one of the reasons. Plus, concert tickets are high. They really are. You have to really think, do I want to sit on the roof and pay $1,000? Sometimes you're like, I'm just going to wait it out. But concert tickets are very, very expensive. The upcoming season of The Neighborhood, Cedric the Entertainer Show, where he is the star and executive producer. This is going to be coming up the 8th and final season of that. But I'm hearing that 2 spinoffs are coming from the show. One, Tracy Morgan, called Crutch. I don't know what the other is. I think it features The Neighbors, but The Neighborhood, it's going to be ending in 2026. Another show canceled, SWAT. Shamar Moore is not new to this because they did it last year. Good ratings, but they canceled the show again. Now, I know CBS officials are saying that The Neighborhood was very expensive to shoot, but canceling these shows, I'm hearing that the Papa's House is on the bubble. Another show, it's going to be interesting to see. They think Morris Chestnut show is going to be all right. But what about The Equalizer with Queen Latifah? We'll know soon, and I'll let you know. But Cedric the Entertainer Show is ending next year. But SWAT, it's done. They'll be filming no more new episodes of SWAT. Singer Gladys Knight is under doctor's orders to rest. She had to cancel shows in Florida because she had the flu. She's 80. And she's going to have to be careful. If you know you're sick, you can't go on stage. Now it's a whole slew of shows because the doctors are like, Miss Knight, you got to get some rest. But she was battling the flu and she had to be rushed to the hospital over the weekend. And Janet Jackson, there is a petition. People, man, will form a petition for anything. They feel that her brother, Randy, has too much control over her life. And he's making the decisions and making some questionable decisions. They're the youngest. They did everything together. He's not a broke Jackson because Janet takes care of him. He and Jermaine were seeing the same woman and got kids by the same woman. I think Janet will always look out for her brother. But for those who are saying he has too much say, that's Janet's brother. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, Janet looks incredible. I don't know if she's doing the shot. I don't know what she's doing. But Janet looks amazing. I think she's like 56. Woo! Janet Jackson looks good. But there's a petition wondering if Randy has too much say over her life. I guess we'll see. It's not cute not knowing. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Then you'll never miss anything. The notification bell pops on. I ask a ton of questions, so do me a favor. If you feel like answering them, answer them. I'd love to hear your opinion, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I've missed you guys. There was so much scoop. Why is there always drama when somebody dies in the family? I'm telling you, if you've got loved ones, don't be leaving them in the care. They could care, but you can't go away for months and wondering, well, what did they do? You got to check in on your loved ones constantly to be like, what's going on? No one is ever too busy. You need to know what's going on, because these are two examples. How come Jerry Butler's sons can't get his body? Angie Stone's family, the turmoil is real. But the bottom line, they're broke. They're broke. But ain't nobody going to be giving you handouts all the time. And you can't be cussing people out if you're asking them for money. That's kind of crazy. I talked about a lot. I asked a lot of questions. Please feel free to answer questions, because Auntie wants to hear from you. It's not cute not knowing. I need another hug. Come on. It's so much going on. That's what it is. It's so much going on. Take care, everybody, and leave a comment in the comment section. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.